We are joined now by the Clovis Police Department. Today, not an officer, but somebody different from the department. So today we have Danielle Beltran, Public Safety Dispatcher. So I like that we get to see a different side of the department because, you know, the police officers have to have other people to help them with their jobs, admin, and dispatchers just like yourself. So as a dispatcher, what do you do for the department?
I answer all of the incoming non-emergency, emergency, and business line phones.
Okay.
And then if you're on the radio, you're the one transmitting all the information to the officers so that they know what they're responding to.
Okay, so if anybody out there has ever set foot in a newsroom, you're the voice that we probably hear over the scanners all day long. So I was reading a little bit about you. You're a veteran, and what was that sort of like a catalyst for you wanting to join the police department?
Kind of when I started looking for a career, I wanted something that was structured and still like flowed like the military.
Right.
I mean, there's rules and regulations, there's policies and procedures, and it just felt like home.
And what about being in the department sort of is like that? And is there a balance? Because I know lots of people who are in the military who are like, I kind of don't want it to be just like that, but I would like it to be a little like that. So is there a balance there?
Yes, it's definitely not the same, but it's in the same wheelhouse. You still have rules you follow. You get to help people. I mean, military is very service oriented. So is the police department.
Right.
You're there for the community. You're there to serve somebody, to give them what they're needing. So it's in the same.
This is sort of in the same vein there. Is that sort of your main reason for liking what you do? Is that what fills you?
I would say yes. You never know what you're going to answer.
Right.
So it's always changing. But it could be something very small to a major emergency, and you get to play a part in it. You get to find a solution. I
would imagine that it's I'm listening to this podcast right now, and a lot of the audio is from a dispatcher, and it's got to be a very tough job because you're not there. And you know, some of the people that are talking to you are in some of the worst situations of their entire lives. So how did you get to the point from, you know, being untrained to now you're coming up on your 15th year with the department?
It's a very good training program. Okay. So first, we want to make sure that it's going to be a fit for you, yourself. You have to be able to do the job, obviously, very multitask, lots of multitasking. But we also want to make sure it's a good fit for you and it's going to be healthy for you in the long run.
Right.
So it's not for everyone, but if it's meant for you and you find that to be your home, you won't go anywhere.
How did you, because you have to stay calm when other people on the other side of the line are not. So how did you know that this was a fit for you?
Lots of training. The department puts you through a lot of training. They're very supportive on the mental health side.
Right.
They offer therapy, things like that. But I mean, that's why I say it's either a fit for you or it's not. But the training, they guide you, they teach you, you know, this is their emergency, it's not mine. I'm here to help them in their emergency.
Yes,
so.
It's fascinating how calm people can stay on the other side of the line when the person who has the emergency is talking to you and they're frantic. It is a skill definitely to perfect. So we talk about the Clovis way of life when we have the Clovis PD on, and everybody in the department seems to have sort of their take on it and what it means to them. So for you as a dispatcher, how do you ensure that you're maintaining the Clovis way of life?
Well, it's in our mission statement. It's that the people that we serve, we want to be the best. But I think that's Clovis overall.
Right.
The community strives for the best. The people of Clovis want what's best. So being part of Clovis is just that drive, the drive to succeed and make sure that the way of life is the best way you can provide. That's
kind of what I hear from everybody who stops by, is that people that you're serving. So when you pick up the phone or when somebody calls you, that person that's also somebody who's in the Clovis community. And so you want to make sure that you're doing right by them and that you're helping out everybody who's in the town of Clovis. I am a Clovis girl myself, so I like to hear that. If there are people out there who like this idea of having a sort of structured career, and there's, you know, levels where you can promote, and there's a path for a career. How should they get started with the police department and finding the right fit for them?
I would say definitely do some research on the career. Make sure it's something that you really want to do. It's not just what you saw on TV.
Right.
There are moments that are extremely stressful, and there are moments that are extremely not. So you just have to kind of like that. You have to like the multitasking. You're going to do a lot, but if it's, like I said, if it's meant for you and you find that niche, it's going to be your world. I mean, you get to provide service not only to the community but to the officers.
Right.
You get to help them in their investigations, and it's fun.
So it seems fascinating. So I'm so glad that we got to talk to you today to get a little different perspective on the police department there. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for keeping up the Clovis way of life. We appreciate it.
Thank you.